now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a heavy.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The 32-yard line.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On second down now. It's Patterson, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, we're talking new football here. We're talking new models, new paradigms, new ways of looking at things. They score, line up for the PAT, fake it, and go up 8-0. I'm kind of at a loss here because if I'm going to go for 2, I'm going to ask him to put the ball in the 2-yard line and bring my offense.
Exactly. Opening drive of the game, faking it is bold enough from the 15. That's quite another thing.
I know a lot of people fall back on analytics, but still, I think that person would tell you, put your offense in and go from the 2, not from the 15.
Still got it, though.
Yes, they did. Give them credit.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. 9-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 15-0 here already, needing to jumpstart this offense. 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
21-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Carr. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And to Las Vegas, first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Raiders.
Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's good. It makes it 22-7 now.
Makes the score Falcons.
Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. From the 41, Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's another Falcons first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Being chased. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Possession.
Play action. It's Ryan. A good pickup there at 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On second down, it's Patterson, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
33-yard line.
Break now.
On play action. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Let's go, defense. Let's go. Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped. And that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Falcons 32, Raiders 10. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From midfield, here's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Kenyon Drake, 5th-year man from Alabama. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Now, check.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Drake, and he's taken down inside the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Carr completes it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
Hunter Renfro.
Hunter Renfro, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Carr to throw again. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They go play action with Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Here's Patterson, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. They run with Patterson. And he stopped immediately there.
Another carry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
They go play action now. Ryan.
At the 17-yard line.
This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 8. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead, and they got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Falcons on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The throw right sideline here is complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball down.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On third down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. 39 yards there, a big one. On first down, Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 11-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
From the gun, Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Carr going to go on 4th down. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
John Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Carr again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking downfield for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Carr now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
1st and 10.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down, Las Vegas.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now Ryan on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ryan will throw again. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. And the Raiders have got him. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast, so I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and